Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect who firmly believe on Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now, the title of this lesson is going to be A Clear-Cut Example of Stockholm Syndrome. A clear-cut example of Stockholm Syndrome. I have a quick Google definition. What is Stockholm Syndrome? Stockholm Syndrome is a psychological response. It occurs when hostages or abuse victims bond with their captors or abusers. This psychological connection develops over the course of the days, weeks, months, or even years of captivity or abuse. And I have this video that a little clip that I'm about to get into, on social media, and it showcases, I believe the woman's from Ghana, West Africa. She's actually into the home care field. A lot of the West Africans, when they come to America, they tap into the home care field, so to speak, where they caretake the elderly. And this clip pretty much shows, I believe she may be an Israelite, however, yeah, I believe she may be an Israelite just off of the second video, according to her spirit. However, it's a clear-cut example, and it showcases how you Negroes, you 2/3 of our own people, it showcases how you love your oppressor. Here it is, present day, your oppressor, which is Edom, the so-called white man. He can throw you a dog, he'll throw you a bone, in the form of, a raise on the job. He throw you credit, some funding, a loan, or just a favor in any form of any shape or form. And you will love him for it, not really realizing that that's just bait. So let me actually bring this video up, and it showcases how this woman violates.
Ooh, she spit on her once. White lady spit on her caretaker. She spit on her twice. Spit on this woman twice. And she just brushed it off. She's cleaning up, minding her business. Oh, she spit on her again. Yo. Oh, motherfucker.
And for those who you may not know, this is the comedian Godfrey. He's funny. He's a funny guy. You get to check him out. However, he also got some sense. And I believe he know that we're the Israelites and everything like that. And he had a couple of interviews on Vlad, and he really showcases the fact that he has common sense and some form of intelligence. So he's pretty much giving his commentary on this particular situation that happened.
Motherfucker. Yo, this woman took that shit. She took that shit. Let me tell you something about this shit right here, yo. This old woman who looks like a fucking balled up piece of homework. Can you believe that? When you spit on someone, that's dehumanizing. You can smack a motherfucker or whatever, but when you spit on somebody, that is fucking dehumanizing. This shit right here. See, I'd have thrown the bitch out the fucking window, man. I don't give a fuck how old she is. Bullshit. This is bullshit. That's some.
Hey, and we're going to get into it in a minute. The Lord feels the same exact way. The Lord feels the same exact way. The Lord don't care how old you are, man. The Lord does not care how old or young you may be. When judgment is come, judgment has come. And Edom is going to receive that judgment according to the actions that they have done. And when I say Edom, I'm talking about you so-called white people. That's your true name according to the Bible.
Somebody's mother. That's someone's sister. That's somebody's auntie. This is what it is. These black caretakers, I don't know if everybody goes through this, but these black caretakers taking care of these old white motherfuckers, racist motherfuckers, because she's from that era. That white woman is from that era. She's probably from 1930, where she was used to spitting on black people. See that? She calling them niggas, segregated. She's from that. That's the era they're the fucking kings and queens of this shit. You know what I mean? But I hope that this woman here is recording that. I think she's recording it. I think she's recording it, like, to get proof, because she probably reported it and they were like, oh, you're crazy. No, she's a sweetheart. Betty's a sweetheart. And she goes, I'm telling you, she keeps on spitting on me. You're not understanding me. You're not listening to me. You know, because fuck, man. Spitting on, you know what I would have fucking done? This is what I would have done. Let me show you what I would have done. I would have wound up all the snot in my nose. I'd have been, oh yeah, bitch, you want to spit on somebody? No. Hold on. Other nostril. And she would have been sitting there like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I didn't mean it. Oh, bitch, shut the fuck up. Fucking hoe.
Well, you know, he's in the right spirit. You know, because what does the scripture say? My bad, I'm rolling. That was funny. The scripture speak of more render double. You know, if she want to hawk too, guess what? We gonna get that lube from we gonna get that inflammation from the brain, man. You know, let me see. Do unto her. As she has done. Where's that scripture, man? What's that? Is that Deuteronomy 30? I think it's Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Let me see. Oh man, that's it. But let me try Revelation 18 and 4. If not, I'm gonna just go to the other video. But you brothers know what I'm talking about. The scriptures speak upon how we're gonna do double unto her works. All right, well, well, we could touch on this, you know, on a fold, you know, applying it to the situation. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Of course, we know this is talking about America. But, you know, hey, we could liken this Edomite to America. You know, this Edomite woman, right? It says, reward her, even as she rewarded you. You know, now, of course, we know it's talking about America, you know, however, to apply it to the situation at hand in the video that we just witnessed, with Godfrey commentating on the Edomite spitting on a Ghanaian woman. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you. Now, like Godfrey said, man, I'm going to get the snot from each nostril, you know, just so I could spit it back on her, right? Because that's what the woman initially did. It says, and double unto her, it says, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she had filled to her double, you know? So that's just in representation of what? Get back. You know, that's what you call retaliation, you know? However, we're going to do that. We're not doing that now. You know, we're going to do that when the time is appointed, you know, because Yahushua has to get his licks off on the heathen first. The scriptures say, "Wait ye upon me until the day I rise up to the prey." Right? But let's get how she's a let's get how that Stockholm syndrome pops in.
Hey guys, I want to apologize for standing up for this chick right here. I want to apologize for that. My video where I was defending this African woman who was spit on by this white woman 3 times. And I went off, right? I went off in this video, snapping, going, how dare she? How dare that bitch spit on somebody? That's dehumanizing. I went off, didn't I, right? So much energy, so much fervor. I snapped to protect her. And in this fucking video, she's dancing with the same motherfucker that spit on her. It says, Ghanaian home care worker forgives old lady for spitting on her. What the fuck is wrong with us, man? What the fuck is wrong with black folk, man? African, Caribbean, I don't give a fuck. Someone spit on you, go get another job somewhere else. And you're gonna forgive that? What the fuck is wrong with us? Huh? I mean, what?
It's called Stockholm syndrome. That's what it's called. It's called Stockholm syndrome. What is Stockholm syndrome? You want to read it again? Stockholm syndrome is a psychological response. It occurs when hostages or abuse victims, that's what that lady was. She was abused. Bond with their captors or abusers. And how was she bonded? By dancing with them. So this psychological connection develops over the course of days, weeks, months, or even years of captivity or abuse. That's just a clear-cut example.
Is it with us being so fucking wanting to be accepted by white folks? I'm talking about white folks that are this fucked up and foul. What is it about us that we have to be accepted by white folks that don't respect us? You understand? You should want to be accepted by people who treat you like a human being. You should have to beg for anybody's acceptance. You should be accepted as a human being because they're human beings. But some dehumanizing motherfucker that spits on you and now you, look at this shit. Now she dancing with cause as long as we dance with people, everybody's okay. As long as we're entertaining. Let's dance again. Fuck you, woman. You know what? I hope she spits on your ass again. I hope she shits in your mouth while you're sleeping. You know what I mean? That's some bullshit. Get some fucking pride in yourself. Where the fuck is our integrity? That's all I'm saying. I can't wait to hear your goddamn comments, because fuck her, and I'm sorry for defending her ass. I hope that lady shits, takes her Depends, and smacks you with the doo-doo diaper in your face. There's a rock in a hard place.
And it's true, man. See, the problem with our people, they don't even realize that they have an enemy. But if you read the scriptures tells us who our enemies are in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, when it gets into the curses. The scripture said that we were going to go to the enemy for the one of all things. You got to go to the enemy to get a job. You got to go to the enemy to buy clothes. You got to go to the enemy to buy food, And when we read the scripture here, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48, once you critically think and the Spirit is dealing with you, you'll open your eyes and see, who do I have to go to for everything if I want a bank loan? And what is their pigment? Well, who owns the company? You're going to see, for the simple fact that they are Edomites, so-called white people. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And that happened to us during hardcore bondage slavery. And once you Negroes got trained, they took the yoke of iron off. Once they put that fear in your heart, they took the yoke of iron off. But the point is I want to focus on is therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. you know? So here it is. That woman got spit on. She got abused. She got, dehumaned, you know, clearly indicates that she is an enemy of her, you know? And I was talking to a friend of mine, they were pretty much saying like, look, white white people could catch dementia and forget everything. They could forget your name. They forget what they ate in the morning, but they can't forget to be racist. That's one thing that they can't forget is to be racist. Now, I'm not sure if that woman had dementia or anything like that, but the point still stands. Why? Because that's embedded in their spirit, man. It all goes back to Jacob and Esau, and prior to that, Cain and Abel, you know. Jacob and Esau. That's the main reason that those are the two key players, in the Lord's movie. You have a protagonist and an antagonist. You got a hero, you got a villain. You can't have one without the other. Now he mentioned integrity. Integrity is important. The scriptures speak upon integrity. Where's that in Proverbs? It says, "The integrity of the upright shall guide them." So we have integrity. We're not going to be shortchanged in this society. We're not going to be treated, in a way and just think, oh, this Edomite is going to get away with it. Of course, we can't be carnal, but I tell you one thing: I did security, right? I did security, in a hospital a couple years back, and I always said, look, everybody got their limits. I also got mine, right? I said, look, and sometimes we have to deal with patients who weren't real right, or sometimes they're just, combative or whatever the case may be. And my limit was, look, the day a patient spits on me is the day I lose my job. That's one thing I was not playing, and there's been times to where, a lot of these patients, they'll call me all kinds of names. And there's times where I actually got punched on, and that situation didn't end well for him at all, However, it's integrity at the end of the day. More importantly, it's about defending yourself. However, if that caretaker, has some integrity, she'll at least, of course you can't get violent on an old woman or whatever like that, probably being watched in cameras and, you could go to jail and things like that. Just leave the job, quit, get a new job. They're all over the place, But that's clear that she had no integrity. It says the integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them, And that's essentially what's going to happen, That's essentially what's going to happen. That Edomite's going to be destroyed, and that Ghanaian woman's going to be destroyed, And that proves it because why? She showcased no integrity, man. And what does the scriptures tell us about, our enemies? Let's get the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, 12th chapter, 10th verse. It says, never trust thine enemy. This is wisdom. Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. It's clear that this woman was trusting her enemy after what she did to her, after the abuse that was done upon her. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So we're not even supposed to trust our enemy when they give us gifts, when they give us promotions, when they do favors for us. We're still not supposed to trust our enemies. How much more when they do detriment unto us? It says, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, because when iron is rusting, guess what happens? It gets worse throughout time. You got people out here voting for Joe Biden because he claims that he's going to do away with college debt. People put their trust in him. You vote indicates that you trust your enemy. And the Lord could destroy you for that. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. And that's what it's about, man. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. Because, hey, Trump spoke his mind. They both two racist bastards. But Trump, he was entertaining. But he spoke his mind. You know what you was getting with that guy. This guy Biden, you don't know what you're getting with this guy. He's a iron fist under a velvet glove, man. You know, he give you all these promises, you know, the passing stimulus checks, you know, $1,400, and you know, they're making it look good, you know, they're making the people like him, you know, but the time is gonna come to where calamities is going to be issued by the same devil that they voted for. You know, here it is. These people are, you know, handing out the vaccinations, you know, as if it's a goodwill, and you got people that's willing to take it. It's amazing how people's tune changed in a year, not even a year, 10 months. It's amazing. Oh, it hasn't been on the market long enough. It hasn't been tested long enough, but now y'all still willing to take it. These people are simple, man. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. You know? So you got to take heed to the word of the Lord immediately, man. Not wait until after you've been stung. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? That's why Godfrey, you know, had to take back his, you know, his standing up for her. Because here it is, she's pitying with a charmer. Here it is, you two-step into some Ghanaian music with an Edomite, you're pitying with a charmer. You know? So it says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? You know, so if you be taken down alongside this woman, who's going to have pity on you? She showed you who she was. She showed you who she is. But you continue to dwell. You know, it says, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. And an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. So moral of the story is, don't trust your enemy. You know, get rid of that Stockholm syndrome. You see a lot of our people still showcasing it today. Get about that spirit, man, because as long as you have Stockholm syndrome, guess what? Yahweh Shem Yahushua can't deliver you. Matter of fact, let me grab this one scripture to close it out. Let's see, 21. Yep, this is it. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. It says, though hand join in the hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. You know, so once you know, suffering from an illness called Stockholm syndrome, essentially you're joining hands with the devil. You're joining hands with the Edomite, you know. And guess what? That's not going to take away the punishment that's going to befall this devil. That's not going to take it away the punishment that's going to fall upon this Edomite. However, with you being joined hands with him, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be destroyed right alongside with him. You know, we have to hope for like we avoid that devil. You know, we use him. You know, we use him because we know we have the understanding that he's, you know, he's in control at this moment as far as the earth being given into the hand of the wicked, you know. So we use it, but we don't abuse it. You know, we got limitations. We have boundaries to how we deal with this devil. 2/3 of our people who's suffering from Stockholm syndrome, they have no boundaries. They have no limitations. Why? Because material things rule them. Material things control their whole world, you know. And at the end of that, destruction shall befall 2/3 of our own people. You know, so Lord willing, you know, this lesson was edifying, you know, unto the elect. You know, hopefully you brought some understanding to, you know, a visual of what Stockholm syndrome looks like. And, you know, that boy Godfrey, funny as hell, man. But, you know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. With that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Akakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.